That's a lot of weight.
This time, on Heavy Rescue 401.
Swing your boom.
I can't.
Long load.
Guys, wait.
Short ramp.
Okay, hold on.
Right of the max.
A new team.
Why isn't it coming?
Fights heavy odds.
Just boom up. Go! Had to have been a hell of a ride.
And when wheels come off,
It's all broken.
the battle
Okay, stop.
is on.
Rush hour. Not gonna be easy.
Just for that spot here. That's gonna become a mess in a couple of hours.
The morning surge into Toronto has barely begun.
Give yourself lots of extra travel time and expect delays if you're planning on using the 401.
But the volume and the problems are already building fast.
Oh, we got an accident blocking the road up there. He's brake lights up ahead of us there, man.
Nobody got into it.
Just north of the city, drivers trying to get from Highway 7 onto the 400 are hitting a full-on barricade.
Couldn't have happened on a worse time, and we want to get this commercial motor vehicle out of here.
A flatbed hauling a beam for bridge construction is blocking all access. At 140 feet, the beam is 2.5 times the length of a standard trailer.
He got stuck and tried to correct the situation by backing up. And when he did that, he dropped the rear of the trailer into the ditch.
Let's go, guys.
Come on.
Well, give me the big one.
Steve Pillai and his crew have answered the call.
Wait, go.
The trailer's length is the first challenge.
Everything cut?
The second will be the weight.
We're talking about 161,000 pounds. That's a lot of weight.
We have to lift to put it back on the road.
Yeah.
I'm facing a little challenge here because I've never seen this before. I'm a little panic.
This one will stay. This one will come out and leave this one.
Newly minted lead operator Prince is staring down a job that seems impossible.
No matter what we do, we have to get this trailer off the ramp.
Lee,
Just arriving on scene, fellow veteran op Lee Sambanur can sense the urgency.
Well, the real pressure now is traffic time. Because you know, like traffic time, everything builds up.
Because you're going to put your rotator here. The rotator is going to stay here.
okay.
Prince has worked up a quick plan. Steve's rotator will work from behind the trailer, lifting the back end off the guardrail.
Your boom is going to lift that.
Yeah, okay.
Once it's in the air, Prince needs the second wrecker to wrench it away from the edge. But there's no room for that second wrecker.
Yours don't have the bottom one. You got to go from the top.
So I run the cable to the main frame of the trailer.
Let's leave it here now.
He's forced to position the other truck across the median on the 400.
And we'll see what's going to happen.
But even combined, the two trucks will be fighting an immense load.
With the weight, the load, it's something you're dealing with that you don't deal with this every day.
Kenny, come on.
We had to lift it just to barely clear the guardrail.
Take all the chains and everything out, guys.
See? Okay, go play now, go.
I can go ahead, sir?
Okay, go, let's go. Go. Keep going. Keep going, boss. Keep going.
Okay, the wheel is on the ground now.
On the phone.
Swing your boom.
I can't. The other tire's in there.
Hey, Steve!
Wait.
On North America's busiest highway, closure is not an option.
wait, guys, wait.
Steve's rotator can't lift the trailer high enough to clear the rail.
Everything's stuck underneath the thing.
The way the truck and the trailer is sitting, and I'm looking at the weight of the beam on top of the trailer, is a problem.
So Lee changes the plan.
I have to get the saw and cut away the guardrail so we can lift it to put it back on the road.
Gotta go ahead. Oh.
But even without the guardrail,
Let go. Well,
the weight could still overwhelm the rotator.
So, if you give a little tap, it's gonna move.
everybody out. Pull it. Wait. Everybody out!
The trailer's on the road.
Good. Okay.
Now, they somehow have to coax all 140 feet around the curve of the ramp.
It's pretty wide and big and long, so unfortunately, we have something to deal with here. I don't know how, but we have to find a way.
I like it.
200 miles to the west.
Yeah, I'm not missing the snow at all.
It's a clear, sunny morning on Highway 402.
At least it's dry out.
Even without weather, Kyle Putris is answering a call.
We got a call that we have an overturned tractor trailer on 40 Highway just south of Sarnia, so we're on our way to go see what we got. Glenn's already on scene with his truck.
We've got ourselves here as a fully loaded sea can filled with apparently little tiny plastic beads. What's our guess on weight? 140?
120.
New hire Glenn Hopman is key to the success of owner Gary Vandenheuvel's new approach.
I'm always a hands-on guy, but it's time for me to kind of step back a little bit out of my role as an operator.
I'm thinking I want to roll a garbage truck over.
I'm thinking I want to do it too. Okay, let's go.
Glenn's already notched his first recovery with the team.
Came over faster than I thought it was going to.
Yep. Everyone, we get better.
This doesn't look good.
But today is his first job with Kyle and without Gary.
Uncle Gary's living the good life on a mini vacation.
It's the first chance to see how the crew works a rollover on their own.
I don't put anyone in particular in charge, but each guy has their own expertise.
Well, he's got them both ways. It's up to you.
And they'll figure it out on these job sites.
I don't want you any closer than about
there.
right here.
Right on that mark.
And today, they'll be fighting some heavy resistance.
41,000 pounds, what he's saying is load worth, so I'm guessing 80,000 for a gross weight.
My personal experience with sea cans that they're always heavy and they're loaded heavy.
There's a lot of traffic on this road.
Yeah, there is. It's a very heavily traveled road between Sarnia and Windsor, crossing into Detroit.
Any oversized vehicle, you're taking Highway 40. So it's a big truck route.
Glenn will pull down on the tractor while Kyle rolls the sea can upright, working off the side to keep traffic flowing.
Those lines are only good for 30,000.
But fighting 80,000 pounds, their rigging has to be perfect.
We're exceeding our working load for those lines. We should double them up. We're right at the max.
Wire rope's not rated strong enough as a single line, so We're just doubling it up to get us in a safe working limit on our lines.
And while the new team executes their plan to deal with the weight, they're also dealing with some nervous messages.
Yeah, poor Gary's all upset. You guys send me pictures, send me pictures.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep him in suspense and not send him any pictures.
Yeah. Okay. You grab your remote, let's go over here. We'll put some tension on and see what happens. Up and out. All right. Use your wedges and give her some tension. See if you can lift it off the ground just an inch.
Okay.
Ah, she is heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very heavy.
We're lifting the rotator.
It's shocking to me because she should just go like nothing now. Come on, you go. Don't go?
It's heavy, not even budging.
Wow.
You got a big backup right up ahead of you. It's blocking part of the ramp.
On a ramp to Highway 400 north of Toronto, police have inspected the stuck semi to make sure it's safe to transport.
The OPP signed off on it and said it's roadworthy, so it's good to go.
Yeah, we're ready.
The crew will have to wrangle all 140 feet around the tight curve.
Calm this one down. We'll still keep the rotator here.
We're scared he's gonna get stuck again because there's no room on the ramp.
And they can't afford further delay. The driver's special permit for the oversized load expires in less than an hour.
His permit has to be off the road within this 2 times, and the road has to open up because of rush hour. So we basically had some serious stress to get this thing done. It's a really tight turn.
It will be a slow, careful maneuver to navigate the long beam around the curve without getting stuck.
I just don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, I'm gonna guide you down a little bit, right?
But I hope he can make that turn.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
Keep going, keep going.
They barely gained any ground before the truck
Okay.
grinds to a halt again.
We gotta find a way to guide him off the ramp. We gotta come up with something.
Let's go!
The curve is too severe for the driver to steer around it on his own.
So what we're gonna do is just do another lift and then push it to the shoulder.
And bring it all the way to the left so the truck can make the turn.
If they can lift and swing the back end, it could help aim the truck in the right direction.
Watch the side, yeah? Watch the front.
That should be good, Prince.
It will be all up to Prince and the rotator to move the semi.
You lift and you swing, but like, you gotta make sure your white is up.
That metal is very heavy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift him up gradually.
You good? You good? Okay, go. Go up.
Up.
Do the blue one. Blue one now.
Up.
Okay, that should be good, Prince. Okay, unhook him. Let me go direct him down the road.
We've done all the necessary stuff that we can do now. So now it's up to the driver.
It curves like tight C.
Slow, it can slide him. Slow, let's take his time.
Yeah.
It works, beautiful.
We got him off the ramp. It was beautiful.
I didn't think that a heavy tow would have the power to lift that type of a load, but they had it out really quickly.
Wonderful, so nice.
You always have to expect the unexpected. You learn every day. You come across new stuff every day. So every day is a challenge. You never say, I know it all, because you don't know what you'll meet tomorrow. We play, we work, we joke around. That's a teamwork.
It's a big victory for Steve's veteran operators after a winter of big change.
We just have to do what we have to do, you know? Because that's our job, to keep the streets clean, to keep them safe, and to keep them moving.
Fellas, is she down to one lane or closed totally?
Let's go over here, see what happens.
Back on Highway 40, south of Sarnia, Glenn and Kyle's first job together is moving into phase 2.
So we're gonna spin it off the tailboard and lift it straight up.
We didn't have enough counterweight on the truck to lift it back onto its wheels.
That's it, yep.
But to get that counterweight, the rotator needs a more direct angle, one that forces them to shut down the road.
I'm gonna quickly reposition trucks, change some rigging around, and then have the highway closed for as little time as possible.
Straight.
We're gonna work off the back of the truck where we're strong.
So now we've got the full weight of the truck as a counterweight. Yep.
We want to work quick now because we've officially closed the road down.
Up and away. Okay, freewheel.
Gary's plan to step back from the road and rely more on his team is being put to the test.
He wants to make sure that he can rely on what he's left behind. And part of the reason why he hired me was so that some of that pressure is off.
Round 2, we'll see if this works better.
It'll stand right up now. It'll stand.
Okay, together, red and green.
Come on, you go. Why isn't it coming?
We're pulling directly off the tailboard, and this C-can is still a very heavy C-can. I don't think they gave us the right weight.
Wow, 40,000, Mike Tushy.
Yeah, 40,000 my ass. We're working the winches, and we can just see and hear the lines are snapping. This thing is a monster. Whoa!
Winch line's in. Okay, bring your boom in. Bring your boom in. Just boom up. Whoa!
Highway closed.
Whoa!
Winch line's in. Okay, bring your boom in. Bring your boom in. There's no way there's 40,000 in that truck.
On Highway 40 south of Sarnia, the new team's trial run
There can't be. 40,000 my ass.
has hit a wall.
slow. Pull yourself in a little bit more.
Yeah. We're trying to do the lift, and we've got the boom extended quite a ways out.
Need to stuff a block of wood under that tire.
Time to change the plan.
We've got to boom back in a little bit, suck the boom in, try and do less lift and more pull.
It's just Glenn and myself. I want to embrace this. I don't want to screw it up. We are going to stand this damn thing up.
You're only as good as your last job. So if you screw this up, this is what's going to set a precedent for the future. So I got to make sure I get this one right.
I'm kind of working the winches and sucking it in it. There she comes. I like her now. It's coming. Don't stop. Just keep her rolling.
You keep coming over.
Yep.
Winch out as you need it.
But the job's not over.
You got there?
Until the wheels are on the ground.
Snug up your blue line. Not too tight because you're going to keep coming over a little bit. I just work through them together. Okay, okay, tractor's coming over. Okay. Tractor's over. Okay. There you go. Blue line out. No, no, no.
That's how it's done.
All right, let's unhook everything from the rotator.
It was heavy, it was big, it was ugly, but at the end of the day, we slayed the dragon. That was textbook working off the back.
That was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Traffic's flowing again, so it went really well once we got the truck positioned right.
All that's left is sending word to the boss.
Thank you.
Knowing that they can work together well and it went well for them, you know, it's just going to add that little extra to the team.
This was a good one to do without Gary here. I think he'd be proud.
To have Gary away and know that he can rely on Kyle and I to get the job done, Gary's very happy. I think we're going to become a great team. I think it's going to work out really, really well.
That was awesome.
It's all full of snow, might be frozen, I don't know.
450 miles east.
Yeah, the roads out there, treacherous.
The far end of the province is digging out after heavy snow pounded the highways.
Got a call. Tractor trailer went in the ditch.
And Duncan Cooper is heading east to a 401 on-ramp in the heart of Cornwall.
Anytime you hear the words tractor trailer in the ditch, you're ready to go. The adrenaline's pumping. Can't wait to see this one. Sounds like it's going to be a big job.
Got one in the ditch there, big truck. At least he kept it upright.
As I got on scene, I'm looking at this. The bogey wheels for the trailer were out 30 feet behind the trailer, and the trailer was sitting down in the ditch on its rear bumper, almost like a beached whale.
That was a big one, man. That had to have been a hell of a ride going in.
The semi hauling 40,000 pounds of cargo lost control, smashing over a culvert and tore off the rear wheel.
We have a job ahead of us because we have no wheels under the trailer. Trailer's loaded heavy, so real hard job.
You gonna use the rotator and the 45 ton. We have another set of trailer axles that are on their way now. We're gonna put them underneath it.
As Mike McPhee arrives with the new axles, he can see right away that the semi is barely holding together.
She was a wreck. There's a lot of damage to that trailer. The frame rails are bent underneath. The back doors are all bent. You can't fix that trailer.
There you go.
Their first step is just moving it to level ground while keeping the trailer intact with its heavy load inside.
We're gonna winch the unit up so the trailer's not leaning up to the flat. Once it's on the flat, we use the rackers, we pick up the back end of the trailer. Just lengthen that chain a bit more.
We could lift it up from where it is and try and get the wheels under, but we're fighting with the ditch. And if you pull the truck ahead 100 feet, we're working on pavement and we're on the level.
Should be all right.
For the on-ramp is an access to warehouses that a lot of trucks go to. So we're under pressure to get this thing open and open quick.
It's just gonna skid along the ice. That's what I'm hoping for. So that's our big challenge here, not to break the trailer or anything like that. I gotta go watch the back of the trailer once you guys start pulling.
Okay. With Duncan keeping an eye on the trailer, he's relying on operators Matt.
Red one's not freewheel. No.
And Barry.
Trailer doesn't look too split underneath.
Should be all right. I think it's gonna skid right on the rails.
Might be lucky New Year.
Grab the other winch line too.
Drag winch is always a go-to because it's usually centered on the truck and it's lower, so it gives you a much better base to pull from.
Okay.
Pull her. Give her.
I was pulling on the throttle, but nothing's happening.
Come on, is this the way this job is gonna work out for me?
Hold on.
Okay.
Pull her. Give her.
On a ramp to the 401, the Cornwall crew's first pull is a no-go. The drag winch isn't working.
Hold on. Winch line pulled out of the drum.
No.
How in the hell?
Oh, man, that's not supposed to happen.
Let's try going in, Matt.
The cable pulled itself right out of the drag winch when we started pulling the trailer.
Just go slow.
It's pretty difficult to respool a winch line. It's all frayed. You can't get it back into the hole in the drum.
I lost it. Yeah, okay, stop.
Time to alter the plan.
We may have to use the boom winch. What a pain in the ass. We'll just use the two boom winches.
The position of the boom winches isn't as well suited for pulling the heavy weight along the ground, but there's still a job to do.
Unfortunately, it is what it is. But we just do the best we can with what we have to work with.
What's the chances of that?
There's another accident up here.
60 miles west, the tail of the storm is blowing through the outskirts of Kingston.
We have a disabled snowplow.
And leaving chaos behind.
We've got lots of men in the ditch right at the moment.
So seasoned heavy recovery veteran Bonnie Van Hook has been cleaning up.
We had to get the plow out so he can go back to work.
And we got 5 others or 4 others in the ditch, okay?
She's out. It's gonna be a long
big storm has hit in the middle of a big week for Ani. His anniversary working the road. Just a couple of days ago, a competitor stopped by a job to mark the occasion.
Is it true what I hear?
What?
50 years?
Yep.
I knew he was up on his 50 years of towing. I wanted to go over and say hello, shake his hand, congratulate him, you know, for making it 50 years.
You must have started when you were, what, 40?
21.
Being in it for 50 years, he's a wealth of knowledge. And back then there was no schools, no nothing. They learned as they go, and he's done a phenomenal job.
Tell him to put it in gear, Rob, and help us out.
Some people retire and sit at home and watch TV or do whatever, and it's not my thing.
That's how it's done.
There's a man right there that's probably already forgotten more than I'll ever know.
You got your tow hooks, buddy?
And today, he's facing a backlog of recoveries.
Just gonna pull them out.
Including a semi frozen in deep snow.
We have to winch it out and break it loose, and hopefully it'll come easy enough.
And since his bypass surgery, Ani never hits the highway without special backup. His wife, Micheline.
I worry about him, but he loves this work, he loves the trucks, and been doing it for a lot of years.
Need you, honey.
Okay.
Just this one.
Okay.
Push her all the way in, eh?
It's pretty special in my life to have my wife riding with me, helping out.
It's the last thing I ever thought I'd be doing.
I'm sure we're the only seniors out there
Got enough?
still doing wrecks and pulling trucks out of the ditch and stuff.
She's coming.
It's my life. It's still in my blood, and just once you're a tower, you're always a tower.
I'm pulling them out.
I'm just trying to make it to the end of the year. So, but no, I hope I really do. I'd like to be around to say I've been doing this for 50 years.
It's coming. We got her.
I hope he makes it to 60.
It's an accomplishment, but I'll still keep going
Don't argue with this old lady.
as long as I can.
Okay, I'll go watch the back, okay?
Back on the ramp in Cornwall, Duncan's facing his own stubborn semi. He and the crew have finished re-rigging.
Ready?
Yep.
It's time to see if they can limp the trailer to the road intact.
You wonder how it was going to come out of the ditch. See, there's no wheels, right?
Let's give him a tug, Matt.
Nice and slow.
I had to pay very, very careful attention to the back of the trailer.
Keeping up, ready?
Our concern was that the trailer was going to break in half by dragging it.
The danger is ripping that trailer open.
Take a peek at my line, Matt.
You just pull it right apart, and then once that happens,
How's the arse looking?
then we're definitely into an offload because there'd be no structure to even lift on.
Looking good back there?
Instead, it was going to break.
We're gonna give it another pull ahead.
And then that way it comes out nice and easy and slow.
We all set here, Matt? Okay, Mike, let's do it.
Once we have them up on the flat, we're gonna lift the back end of the trailer. We have another set of trailer axles there, and we're going to put them underneath. We can't go any further. We're starting to catch the asphalt there now. So unhook. She should be out where we want it there, clear of the ditch.
Now we have some really good room to lift and work on this trailer and do our thing to get the wheels back under it.
I'm gonna get you two guys to get turned around, then we're gonna get the two trucks on the back end of that to give it a lift.
I gotta get these trucks turned around here.
It's the only way to slide in the replacement wheels.
They sit in between two frame rails. We had to roll a new set into place where the old set was.
Duncan's relying on those rails as rigging points for the lift. But before they even start to rig, there's a problem.
That side's broken. Hey? Your rail's broken here. This side's ripped off the rail, eh?
The whole rail?
It's not touching the trailer.
You can't go down, driver. It's blocked off.
On the 401 in Cornwall.
It's ripped off the rail, eh? It's not touching the trailer.
Duncan's rigging plan has gone off the rails.
You couldn't grab by the frame rails, they were damaged, so there was nothing underneath to hook to.
The job just got more complicated.
I don't know. I think we should use maybe the long chains then somehow.
Go right across, right underneath it to both sides.
We're gonna have to, yeah. Get the chain around the one side even. Maybe if we lift the one side up a bit.
We can put a block or something.
Something. I got a wonderful job for you two
I
boys.
know what it is.
Yeah, what is it?
Put the chain underneath the trailer.
See if you catch a couple of coils around the frame.
The rail was bent, so we had to chain it to keep it tight to the suspension. You gotta chain it so it don't move. Yeah, right there, Matt.
Okay, got it. Go, pull it, pull. Okay.
We used two long chains and basically cradled underneath it.
Put both of them on there, okay? There's not much to work with. It's all broken. That's a big issue. I don't know if it's gonna want to break some more or we can actually manage to get a lift going on here.
There it comes.
She's going. Work together, guys.
If one guy's lifting faster than the other guy, what it's gonna do is actually gonna try and twist the trailer, and that could break it.
Yep. Both them up. Pick up your lines, Matt. The fact that the floor and the door and everything's broken at the back, whether it's actually gonna let us do a lift or is it gonna try and break apart? Well, we'll find out.
You gotta just come up a bit.
It's coming.
We only need another foot, right?
Pretty damn good there.
Okay, let's unload the dolly.
Okay. That's good there.
See if we can push it in.
They need to align the wheels within an undamaged section of the compromised rails.
No, we're in the mud.
Okay, that's good. Now, we'll have to suck the dolly in sideways.
The challenge was to get the bogey wheels in place because the frame rails were not in any shape to hold them.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
We're working with a trailer fully loaded up in the air, being careful not to get underneath it with our bodies.
Go another couple inches and then chain bridle the middle and suck it straight sideways.
I don't want anybody going under the trailer if we don't have to, but we do have to get under there somewhat to sort of see what we're doing and get it installed.
Now, you might be a little too much now, Barry.
Just keep an eye on it, watch everything. Be careful.
I really wish you wouldn't go in there.
Still follow it.
Come on, Barry, you're gonna tie the hoses here. You're gonna tie the hoses here.
There's a risk factor. You try and remove as much of the risk factor as you can, though, by over-rigging to make sure it's good and strong. And There's still a level of faith in there.
Keep going. Gentle. No more, Barry.
Another inch?
Just a hair more.
Push it ahead.
It has to be lined up perfect to fit in between the frame rails when you go to set it down, otherwise it's not going to work.
Have block in between them, Mike.
Right there.
Hey,
Right
block
there.
on. It sits right in the rail, eh?
If the crew can't line up the new wheels with the damaged rail, they won't be able to secure them in place.
You ready, Barry? Just a sec, you all set here?
And there will be no way to tow the semi off scene.
Just very gentle, boys.
Everybody's fingers clear? Ready, Matt?
Yeah.
I'm going down.
Usually after an accident, there's a lot of stuff that's not close to where it should be.
Nice and slow. All right. How close are we?
Keep going.
We can't get those bogey wheels into the frame rails, or we're going to be out here for quite a long time.
Okay, down, Barry.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Hold on. Oh.
Nice and slow. All right.
Okay, down, Barry.
Okay.
On the McConnell Avenue on-ramp,
It sits right in the rail, eh?
the Cornwall crew is facing their moment of truth.
Whoa. Whoa.
How close are we?
Just about. Keep going.
They're about to see if the heavily battered trailer will line up with a new set of wheels.
Okay, hold it there.
Yeah. Okay, what's up?
I just want to slide the dolly ahead an inch so it goes through.
There's a series of holes in each frame rail, and there's pins on the unit itself that push out into the holes. So it has to sit on there, line up perfect, in order for the pins to go through the holes.
We're good. Close your pit, Mike.
I can't. Gotta go down.
Okay, go down, boys.
Down, Matt.
Okay, close your pit, Mike.
I can't. I gotta go back.
What?
I gotta go back. I'm gonna have to pin off. He's gotta pull it back. Pull it.
Okay, let it off, and we use the winch of the truck just to pull because my side's lined up.
Okay.
They need to wrench the bogie into its final position.
It's in place now. I want it in place properly.
Hey,
Pull him up.
tighten her up, Mike. It's all lined up. If he just goes ahead and back and half an inch, click.
She's moving.
A little bit more. Good.
Oh, that's it. She's in.
Hey, let's unhook this, get rolling.
Yeah.
It went good. The job really went good. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot harder than what it was. I thought the trail would break.
The big gamble paid off here, and the boys, they did an excellent job. It was a good job.
Let's get the hell out of here. How's he looking there?
While Duncan has a long way to go to hit his half-century mark.
There you go.
Every successful job is one more step in that direction.
I am building on to legacy. My grandfather started. My father did it for many years. I'm going to do it, and God willing, one of my sons.
Yeah, the ramp's open here. Oh, they did a good job.
That wind is kick-ass.
Next time on Heavy Rescue 401.
My eyes are sticking together.
Fighting wind.
Zach, so it's all on you.
Break set.
Yo, I gotta take cover here. This is insane.
You can't take it like this.
Chatham performs.
See what happens.
A delicate operation.
Whoa, 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 watch back.
And an overturned tanker.
That's a big leak.
Fire. Fire department.
Let's loose.
Got a guy, sir.